Hey friends, welcome to part 31. We will look at some more questions around uh, Azure AI 900. This is a fundamental required for understanding AI concepts within Azure. So this channel is totally dedicated to help you clear cloud certifications, Azure, AWS and Google Cloud. Stay tuned. There are so many playlists and various certifications, starters, intermediate and advanced, all covered here. One-stop shop for everything. Even if you have not gone through the courses, if you have not done any course, that is still fine. As long as you are from the IT field, you will understand. We have explained each and every question in layman terms. For each question, there are four options at least. We have gone through each and every option in detail. So if we are covering 100 questions, actually we are covering 400 topics. So now let us try to understand the questions in this. The first one is, see, you're building a language understanding model for a e-commerce website. See, it can understand language. You need to ensure that the model detects when utterances are outside the intended scope of the model. Suppose you told the model that whenever people ask you about, uh, suppose you are Amazon.com and you are telling it whenever people ask you about uh, any product that we are selling or feedback of any product, you answer it. But if people are asking about uh, what more additional products we could have added and so on, something which is outside the scope, then what should you do? Should you test the model for new utterances? So you can do that, but then again, you will have to do some kind of testing or training. So that may be required in the next step. But when we talk about a pre-built task entity, this is not directly related to out of scope utterances. Though this is not the right option. Now creating a new model totally from scratch, this is not necessary. We just need to test and refine the existing model. See, like that, if you keep creating new models, there will be so many models to support, and you will forget which model I should use for this purpose, which model for that purpose. You will forget. So we can add utterances to the none intent. So what does this do is, uh, it is an essential step. It will ensure that your NLU model detects when utterances are out of intended scope. It will not hallucinate and still try to answer even if it does not know the answer. Like those motivational speakers, they or people who motivate you to start a business and they tell that we will guide you, we will teach you how to do business and make revenue. The people who are making profits like Ambani's, if I want to learn how to do a business, I would go to him. And Ambani would never launch a course and say that I will teach you how to do business, because he does not have time to teach people and waste his precious time. Instead, he will invest his time to make more money. So that way, model should at least know I don't know. Okay, now that is the first thing. Now, how it will know I don't know by doing this. So this next question is telling what two scenarios are examples of NLP, natural language. See, natural language means I ask a question and AI should answer. Okay, and not option A. Option A says monitor that temperature. So it is a sensor related activity, and turn the fan if it's too hot. It's a sensor activity. NLP has no role to play. And similarly, assembly line machinery for autonomous insertion of lamps into cars, that is not NLP. The robot knows it needs to do that. There are sensors, there are computer visions for that purpose. So these two would be our final answers. Option B, what it does is there is a question. Smart device in your home. You are asking a question. Hey buddy, what will be the weather today? And that guy, Alexa or Siri, answers and says, hey, the weather would be bright and sunny, and so on. The next thing is C, a website that uses a knowledge base. So you ask a question, you are a user, you're asking a question. The guy, the AI goes into the knowledge database, extracts, hey, is there an answer for this question, and fetches it for you and gives a response. So these two would be our final answers. The next thing is you have an AI solution that provides users with ability to control smart devices by verbal commands. That means you're talking and then you're controlling the smart devices. So in this case, which to NLP. So if I'm going to talk and it will understand that, that means speech to text is something which I got to use because I'm talking, I'm sending a speech and it has to convert that to a text and then fetch that answer for me. And then the second is language modeling. It is a very powerful tool. It enables developers to build applications that understand and generate human language. So we got to use this because you are going to talk to it in a human style and you want to generate responses. See, text to speech will not work. We are not going to supply text. We are going to talk to it because it clearly says I'm going to give verbal commands and not textual commands. And key phrase extraction is for, if you have a document and you want to extract some key phrases. Here there is no such use case. Translation is for French to English, English to French, French to Spanish, and so on. This question has no requirement of any sort of translation. So these are my two answers, option C and D. So this brings us to the end of this part. There are a lot of other parts on uh, the cloud ninja and cloud kernel membership area. Pay a small premium, become a member, gain access to those questions, very important, and focus on the concepts through the questions. Each question has 4 options. That means through each question we are touching 4 different topics. If we touch 100 questions, we have actually touched 400 topics almost. It's very useful. The concepts alone will help you stand on your feet and answer even if there is a variation of such questions in the actual certification exam. See you in the next part.